Hi everyone, I'm in Cricut Design Space. My oldest son is turning 27 next week, and during our last move, I threw away all of the wrapping paper that I'd saved up, mostly because it was all crunched up and not in very good condition. So, since I don't have any wrapping paper, I decided to try and create some of my own. I want to take a minute here and look at the home screen of the Cricut Design Space. I actually haven't been on Cricut Design Space for a while, so I didn't know they had made this change. But in case you're wondering, typically you would be able to scroll down and click on the little plus sign. That would be for your new project. But it looks now like they put it up in the right corner. So I have butcher paper, and my son likes dragons and things like that. So I'm going to use the butcher paper to make his wrapping paper. Let me just type in dragon. I'm going to be using Cricut pens for this. No cutting involved. I'm literally going to put a piece of butcher paper on the mat and just have it draw like crazy. A bunch of different ones. So we're going to go ahead and click on that one. Anything that can be drawn. A lot of them are cute, little cutesy ones. Excuse me. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do 3 of them. All right, let's add that to canvas. It looks like it was still buffering to add more, but we're going to just continue on. I think I'm going to go ahead and use a 12 by 24 inch mat. This way it'll be all one piece that I can wrap his presents in. It looks like it's buffering right now. Drink of water here. And still buffering. And it looks like they just did an update, so I think it's thinking about it. All right, so I'm going to click on the canvas. I'm just going to separate these guys out. Yeah, that's going to be really funny. All right, let's click on each one of them and make sure up in the operation panel, it's on basic cut right now. I want it to write. So I'm going to click on the operation panel and say pen. Probably the same thing for this. Pen. Now I'm going to be using one of my thicker point Cricut pens. So there's, I'm hoping it'll fill in the spaces. Once I changed it to a writing image, it gave it some spaces. All right, so let's go ahead and I'll click on Make It. I'm going to do my mat, and I'm going to change it to 12 by 24. Over here, you'll see the 12 by 24 mat image, that it's pen only, so it won't be cutting. And I want it on the mat, just checking to make sure it's the right size mat, as I told it to you earlier. I don't need to mirror it. All right, so it is going to go all the way to 12. Now what I want it to do is I want it to draw random. So let's go ahead and apply this, I'm going to say 4 times. Not really sure all of them that will fit. Right. Ooh, okay. Came up with more. And it switched my mat. So let's go back to the 12 by 24. Okay, good. So I do have 2 images that are still lingering down here. So let's do this. Let's change it to 3. And I'm going to move these around a little bit. I'm not sure why it keeps going back to the 12 by 12. That's okay. Not the worst thing that's going to happen today, right? Let's move these around a little bit. I'm so sorry. My throat is all weird. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this one up here. And like that one here, that one's gonna go right there. I really have no idea if this will turn out or not, but I thought it was a cool idea. So put that, drag it there, and let's do him right there. Now it looks like I have a little bit more space, so let's space these out a little bit. I'm still here. I'm thinking. I'm thinking as I'm moving things around. See what I'm doing here? I'm trying to mix it up so they're not all in order. All right, I think we got it. All right, so I'm going to continue. I'm not cutting anything, but it's still going to ask me what paper type it is. I'm just going to click on 80. And then I'll go get my 12 by 24 mat and put that butcher paper on, and then we'll go ahead and turn the camera on the Maker 3 and see what happens. I will be back. All right, so I got out my 12 by 24 mat and I put the butcher paper on. This is the butcher paper, and I have had this for a long time. I may have even bought it from a butcher. I'm not sure. Probably Amazon though. All right, so let's go ahead, and I am actually going to be moving. I'm in Cricut Design Space over here in the site. I'm going to be moving these a little bit further from the edge. Since you can't see me at all, you can trust me that that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to use a purple pen. I went ahead and did a few tests to see what would look the best, and purple really shows up. Purple actually is favorite color. So, all right, so let's do 80-pound cardstock. Like I said, we're not going to be cutting anything, so it doesn't matter, but Design Space wants us to do this. Okay, we are ready. Well, not to spill my water, that would not be good. I'm loading it in here. All right, I'm going to turn the camera slowly, and let's see what happens here. Try to get a good angle. All right, let's try it. I do need to clear some space for this over here. Okay. If this works, I'm going to be super, super happy. All right, let's do this. I was thinking of doing something really funny and trying to find like Transformers or something. He and I have a joke about how I have a hard time letting my two sons grow up. So I always do silly things like this, like dragons or Transformers or something that they used to watch or play with when they were little. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. I'm going to wait a few minutes so you can actually see it. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Yeah, that purple against this butcher paper looks great. All right, so it is working, as you can see. Let it finish, and then I'll come back and show you the final project. Ooh, I really like how it turned out. All right, so I'm going to take it off the mat. Or I'm going to take the mat off of it. It's the best way to do it. I saw this technique years ago, and it was life-changing. Okay, check this over to the side. And let's wrap ourselves a present. Not too long ago,
my son shaved his head, and we live near the coast and it gets really cold here. So I actually got him some beanies. Seem to lose them a lot, so look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm thinking like designs are limitless, right? All right, I'm gonna fold that now. And fold that over. Oh, this is a new one. Did not know that, or maybe it just, there it is. It got buried underneath there. Aren't you guys excited to see me wrapping a present? Okay, I want to make sure there's plenty of space in between here. I want to finish it up and then show you what it looks like. I guess I'm not too concerned about it being perfectly wrapped. I always say that because I'm a terrible wrapper. Hey, it's okay. It really is okay. Because the paper gets ripped up anyway. Alright, let's turn it around. Kind of want one right there too. Do the same thing over here. Fold this in. Crease that. Oh my gosh, I just had an idea. How cool would it be to make paper with somebody's name on it? Just all over. I believe white paper on rolls too, so you could use white if you wanted to do that. Alright, thanks for hanging in there with me. Ta-da! I just made myself some wrapping paper. Thank you all so much for coming along the ride with me. Have a great day.